There we go, and this will be about take 50. No, I'm kidding. For this video, I think what I want to do is I more or less want to talk to you YouTubers, the entire community. I don't give a fuck if you're from the gaming community, the trolling community, the music community, whatever. And what I specifically want to talk about is what makes you, yes, you, passionate about something. Now it can be anything. It can be the entirety of your field. It can be your how do I put this? A specific thing in your genre, whatever. Okay. Now for me, I have two huge passions. Two. The first one is video gaming, even though I don't have a room that looks like fucking Pete Door. Okay. But to me that's damn irrelevant. All right. That's a whole other video. Trust me. But number two has always been, or has been at least since my junior year of high school, Japanese animation, or as it's referred to in short form, anime. Now, how did mine get started? Well, here's a really simple way to put it. Know who this is? This is Tsukino Usagi, otherwise known as Sailor Moon. And yes, I'm a nerd. I am a complete geek. I still have these. I'm trying to find my Luna plushie, but that mysteriously disappeared. Or no, actually it was Artemis. I'm gonna go find that. Yes, I'm a real nerd. I'm really gonna try and find that again. How the fuck did mine start? I may have done a video about this, but I'm gonna try and break it down really for you. Okay? Mine started when I was watching what we know as Season 1 of the anime. Okay? Now, this, if you can read that, is the perfect uncut collection. This means every episode is on here, unedited and uncensored. Well, when I got to see the show for the first time, it was a North American dub, and Dick had a hold of it. Now, stop. Before anybody even bitches about the way 4Kids fucked up like 4-Piece and Sonic X and all that good shit, do yourself a favor. Go back and watch the first season of Sailor Moon, and you'll cry and bang your head up against the wall. And I mean, watch the Dick version. I guarantee you're doing this afterwards, and I have to take my glasses off for a second. You're doing one of these jobs. Why? Because of how royally they fucked it. Let's put it this way. When the first thing you're exposed to is the dub, okay? And then someone tells you about how it really went. At first you're sitting there defending the dub because it's what you have been allowed to see for a good period of time. And then it gets to the point where it's just like, you go, that's fucking unacceptable. But when I started, I was in my junior year of high school. So this is 90, let's see, I graduated 99. So about 1997, 1998. Okay? I'm sitting at home, and I'm like watching, well, it was what was it? WPSG 57, otherwise known as UPN 57, here in southern New Jersey. Now, I'm sitting there and I'm watching it. I forget what the fuck I was watching at the time. And I watch, and then they showed an advertisement for, and they didn't actually show an advertisement for an episode, but they showed an advertisement for this show called Sailor Moon. Never heard of this show before. At all. Didn't know fuck one about it. But what ended up happening was I said to myself, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to start researching. Actually, no, I didn't even start researching it until after I started watching an episode. Funny thing happens to me, if I watch an episode of a show and I like it, I get hooked on it and I want to see more and more and more. I got my fandom got so obsessive at one point, and yeah, it did kinda. My mother actually banned me from watching the show. No bullshit. I swear to God, as much as as I'm sitting here today, my mother was trying to ban me from watching the show, and it was successful for a little while. What she doesn't realize is, every time I went up to my father's, he basically gave the you that. So to everybody that thinks that what my mother did was cool, there's double douches, as Heavy Bass X put it. Anywho, here's the deal. So yeah, so that was happening. Now I'm going to show you this, right? And I actually had more. I got, of course, and I think I showed these off in my plushies collection video. We got, of course, Dalida, Sailor Moon. I can only hold her up by the ponytail. Kino Makoto, or Sailor Jupiter. I'm having a brain fart for a second. And of course, this one that you may or may not know, but you don't care, and I don't know why I'm holding her straight. There you go. Well, close enough. Oh, and then of course, my namesake. Now, people may wonder, where the fuck does the screen name Amisbro come from? Right here. This, at least, is a piss poor version of the doll, I think, in my opinion, but what are you going to do? This is, for some reason, they only use the American name. They can't, like, actually put the Japanese name, but this is Amy or Sailor Mercury. I gotta go find her plushie at some point to put in my room, to stick it right on my bed. Her, Luna, and Artemis. So I'm watching the show, and it was actually, what was funny was, at the time, before I ever heard of the show, right? My dad, I used to watch a show called My Morphin Power Rangers. My dad literally called that show, and he doesn't remember it, I swear to you. But he would call that show, quote, a Japanese ripoff. You know what's funny? Watch the way the Power Rangers have their hands moving like this the whole time while they're talking, and then go watch an episode of Sailor Moon. Guaranteed. As corny as what my father said, as corny as it can be to what my father said, he's kind of right. But yeah, so I'm watching this show, and I'm intrigued by it. I'm loving what I'm seeing. Because I got to the point where I said, you know, I don't give a fuck my mom, so I don't want to watch it anyway, and I did. Matter of fact, I had every episode on the North American version taped that we could actually get here in New Jersey, because we didn't get the Cartoon Network at the time. Every fucking episode. I would set my VCR, you know, back when people used those things, and I set my VCR and I was taping every episode, and I was drawn in, and I was loving it. And it was the first time ever I can honestly say, fucking Gem couldn't even do it for me at the time. I'm sitting there and I'm like screaming at TV like, no, don't do that, you stupid idiot there. And I'm like, and even though it's like fictitious characters and it's animated, you sit there and you get into it because here basically it's, you know, schoolgirls, and they're dealing with real life issues, and the anime was like, you know, Jesus Christ, it was like, seriously? See in part 2.